I remember learning how to make my first paper airplane in 4th grade, and I was not thrilled about it. My teacher had just come up with a lesson plan that involved paper airplanes, so the whole class had learned how to make them. But me being a 10-year-old girl, that was the last thing I wanted to do. But once I got the hang of it, I actually really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed making paper airplanes. And still to this day, I'll catch myself, whether I be at home or whether I'm at school, I'll be picking up scrap pieces of paper and turning them into paper airplanes. It's something I actually really enjoy doing now. It brings back some great childhood memories. It takes me back to my childhood and it just kind of relaxes me. And that's what I hope to do with you today. I want to take you back to your childhood. I want to bring back some memories. I just want you to have a little bit of fun today while we make them. My name is Spencer Stipik, and I've been making paper airplanes for 8 years now. Today I'm going to introduce you to 2 different types of paper airplanes. The first one being the basic one, the one that if you've ever learned how to make one, this is probably the one you've learned how to make. Like I said, it is basic, it's simple, it's easy to make. And then I'm also going to step it up a little bit and show you how to make another one. It's a little harder, but it's not too bad at all. It's called the Sprinter. It has 2 little wings here, and then it has the flap in the middle. Like I said, it's a little more difficult than the basic one, but it's not bad at all. With that being said, let's get started. Let's start with the simple one. We'll start off basic. So what you need is a piece of paper. I'm just using a regular printer paper. You can use whatever color paper, whatever size you want. I do recommend it be in the shape of a rectangle though. Like I said, whatever color size is fine. The first step to making the basic paper airplane here is going to be folding it in half. You're going to fold it in half vertically though. So fold it just like this, and then you're going to go ahead and fold it down right here, make a crease. And once we have that, we're just going to open it back up to its original form. So it looks like this. The only thing different about paper now is that you have this midline in it. Once we have this, we're going to take one of the corners, doesn't matter which one, I'm starting with the right one, and we're going to fold it down and towards the midline. We're not going to cross the midline, we're just going to go to the midline. So down and towards the midline. So take it here and fold it down. You're going to meet up with the midline. It's also going to make a point kind of up here with your paper. You're just going to fold it down there. So it should meet up right here with the midline like it does now. And then fold it down so make sure it stays down. And then with this side, you're going to do the exact same thing. Just fold the corner down and towards the midline. So here we go. We're just going to fold it down and right there towards that midline. Now you should have something that looks like this. Kind of looks like a square here in the bottom half, a little triangle here, and it makes the point at the top. So it should look like this now. And our next step is going to be kind of the same as the last one. We're going to take this side here and we're going to fold it towards, again, the midline. It's going to go fold to this, you're going to fold it over though, you're not going to fold it down. So here we go, we'll show you here. You're going to take it here and you're going to fold it just over towards that midline right there. And again, it's going to double over and make this point at the top. And you're going to crease it and fold it all the way down to however far it goes down the side. And you're going to do the same thing with this side. You're going to fold it over to the side towards the middle. So just like this here. And again, it'll fold down to the side of the paper. You should have a nice pointy top. So it should look like a triangle now. And once you have this, you're going to fold it in half again. I am standing up with it, so I'm going to be folding it away from my body. So I'm going to be folding it this way, like so. You're going to crease that again right there in the middle, and you should have something that looks like this now. It should be pointy here, kind of looks like a triangle if you stand it up. And once you have this shape, you're going to make your wings. This is your last step. You're going to take the flap here, and you're going to fold it down. I'm going to fold it down the whole side though. So you're going to start up here, kind of fold it down a little bit, and then as you go, you can fold the bigger piece of it down more, like this. You're going to fold this down here, and you'll be able to see it better with this side. So with this side, you're doing the exact same thing. You're going to fold it down just like you did. You're going to meet it up with the other wing, and you're going to make sure you fold down the top part too, just like so. And then you're going to fold them out, and then you're going to take your fingers, put them up under here, and pop the wings out. So you should have now something that resembles this, the basic standard paper airplane. This is the one that, like I said, I've learned when I was in 4th grade, and if you know how to make one, it's probably going to be this one. So this is what you should have now. Let's keep moving on though. We're going to go on to the Sprinter, like I said, for our next one. So one's a little more difficult to make. The 2 wings, the middle flap here, but like I said, it's not too bad. So again, we're going to start with a piece of paper. I'm going to use the same type of paper. Same size and everything. Like I said, color, size, up to you. Shape, I recommend rectangle again. This one's going to be a little more difficult. It's going to be a little more confusing, so I'm going to slow it down a little for you. First step, I'm going to start up here at the right top corner. I'm going to fold it down towards the bottom left so these points meet up with each other. So you're going to take your top right, fold it down to your bottom left. That way these points down here, the ones down here, are going to meet up. So you're going to hold it here, you're going to pinch it right there so the points are continuing to meet up. And you're going to kind of crease the paper like so. So once you have that, make sure your points are still connected. They're still not here at the bottom. They're still lined up with each other. And you're going to have this. It's not going to look pretty. The paper does not line up really anywhere. It's just kind of a folded paper. Once you have this, though, you're going to take the top and you're going to fold it down about 1/2 inch. It does not have to be exact. I'm not going to measure it. You don't need to measure it. You just need to kind of guesstimate here. Just going to fold the top down here just a little bit, about 1/2 inch or so. And it should look something like this now. Just have a little ridge right here where you folded it. And once you have this much, just so far, again, you're going to fold paper in half. This time I'm folding it towards my body. So this way, this little ridge we made is going to stay on the outside. So go ahead and fold it now. Like I said, I'm folding it towards my body. That way the ridge is staying on the outside. You're going to fold it in half, and then you're going to make your little crease again here. Make sure it kind of lines up. And this is what it should look like now. You should have a pointed side and you should have a squared side. See how this is kind of squared? It's not pointed like the other side. What you want is you want your squared side facing the left. You want to rotate the paper so your squared side is on the left. So I'm going to rotate mine. That way now I have my squared off side is now facing the left. And once I have that, you can take your right side and you're going to fold this over to your left. You're kind of folding the paper in half again. So go ahead and fold the right side over to your left. Kind of folding paper in half. Make sure you get a good point at the top when you fold it. So it should kind of look like this now. Should have something like this. And once you have that, you're going to take your very outer piece over here and you're going to fold it down to make a wing. We're making the wings now. So once you have this side folded, go ahead and turn it over and fold the other side down to make your other wing. And once you pop those wings back up, you should have the sprinter. You should have a nice pointy tip, 2 wings, and the middle flap. So today I taught you how to make 2 different types of paper airplanes, and I really hope you had fun with it. I hope I brought back some memories, some childhood memories, and that you enjoyed it. Fly as far as you'd like. Whether you're in 4th grade, whether you're in college, you should take time out of your day to relax and just have some fun and make some paper airplanes. So thank you.